Hello y'all, today I will be making a seafood boil in a bag with lobster, corn, potato, and shrimp. Here are the seasonings I will be using for this boil. I use about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of each seasoning depending on the seasoning. Then I combine them into a bowl, mixed it very well, and I also minced about 5 or 6 garlic cloves as well. Now we're going to go ahead and add our seafood first to the oven safe bag here. And I'm starting with the lobster. Then I'm gonna add the corn as well. I do add some potatoes, but I do recommend cooking them a little bit first just to boost the cooking process. I did not boil mine first because I have some pretty small potatoes, but make sure you boil them a little bit first so they won't take long in the oven. Then next we're going to add the seasoning that we combined, and make sure you add enough seasoning. We want this to cover all of the seafood and sides that we have in the bag. I also added some hot chili oil to my boil just to give it an extra kick, as I also did mix in some cayenne pepper in there, so this will definitely give it that little extra boost. And once we add all of that, then we're going to go ahead and squeeze in a half fresh lemon. Make sure you squeeze that juice really well and get it all in there. Now once we have all of that combined, we're going to go ahead and shake it all up and incorporate the seasonings very well. But I did realize I forgot the garlic, so I'm adding that now. I love garlic, so you can use less or more. I'm pretty sure I did use more than 5 or 6 garlic cloves. But we're going to go ahead and shake it and incorporate that really well into the seafood. You want to make sure you get that seasoning all throughout there. Just like that. And once you finish shaking it, I'm just going to show you what it should look like. You see that it's very well seasoned. Now we're going to go ahead and add the butter. I use 2 sticks of unsalted butter, and I strongly suggest to make sure it is unsalted, because some of the seasonings that we did put in there contain salt, such as the Old Bay and the Cajun seasoning. But once you add the butter, give it one more last shake, and then we're going to go ahead and tie that bag into a knot, just like you see here. All right, and once we have the bag tied into a nice secure knot, we're going to go ahead and double bag our seafood. We just want to make sure we don't cause any leakage or spillage while cooking this in the oven. And once you add your seafood to the additional bag, you're going to tie that one as well into a knot, and make sure you try to get the air out, because it is going to poof up in the oven as well. So there you go. Go ahead and get the air out and tie it in a knot. And once we tie the second bag in a knot, we're going to go ahead and place it in a pan to cook in. And I'm extra, so I'm using my rose gold pan. Don't judge me. And we're going to go ahead and bake it at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on your potatoes. You want to make sure that those are done. And a little more cooking time may be added if you're using like some colossal jumbo shrimp. And once it's completed or finished cooking, this is what it should look like. It looks just as good as those seafood, juicy seafood bags at your local restaurant. Now I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my potato is done. And I also did check on this halfway through just to make sure everything was moving along great, and just moving the sauce around, checking on my lobster. And I'm not gonna lie, I did taste the shrimp and it was good. I want y'all to give this a try and let me know, what do you think?